Got to ask. Your end cap.
Yeah.
There was issues with the end cap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will Taylor of the Bat Bros kind of put that out for the world to see? The end cap had some problems.
Yeah.
Are we going to see the same here? They must be doing something different.
You just gave me
cheating.
You gave me goosebumps with that, right? I mean, because I grew up swinging the East End, right? I grew up a fan of that brand, of using that brand, and yes, we created that, and yes, it's getting mentioned in the same breath of the hype, right? What people everywhere considered the very best in the world.
Sorry, and the Soldier Tank came out, multi-piece composite bat, super hot, beloved by all. If you swung it.
Yeah.
And then the Hype Fire got in hot water with Perfect Game. Did you have any part or any say in that? And welcome back to the Batter Up Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and today we are joined live by a special guest, the CEO and founder of Soldier Sports, Jeff Evans. Jeff, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. This is really fun. I like to do these in person. Yeah. And we've got some fun stuff to talk about here today. First and foremost, you guys have created a new BBCOR bat that's coming not too soon from now. You want to talk about this bat? Tell us a little something.
So this is the two-piece BBCOR, 2025 two-piece BBCOR. We've worked on this alloy and the barrel construction of this for quite some time now, and are really, really excited to give players the chance to hit it.
Is it end-loaded?
It's a little bit end-loaded. It's not like our one piece. It's more end-loaded than that.
Yeah.
It's got I would say a good swing weight, but the juice that you'll get with it is pretty crazy. And it's the hottest bat we've got. Or on the BBCOR side, right?
Okay, I was gonna say triple SA.
yeah.
If you're hotter than that, you've got some things going on.
And that's some feedback with kids, and then also just the actual testing, right? I mean, that came back at 0.50 on the BBCOR scale, and their other one was at 0.499. So we're very
hotter.
It's that's what the lab says, and the boys as well, but that's what the lab says.
I mean, this is a different look. When you first showed me this bat, I thought to myself, this is like a professional look. This has some of the other Soldier bats are here. I got the Fastpitch here. I mean, their colors, they are making people turn their heads. This is more like, we know we've got something good, and it's going to do some damage in the box. I like this. This is confident.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the gentleman's bat. So that's a little bit older high school kids that can swing a two-piece. And then also for the college kids.
This is like a martini.
Yeah.
It's classy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So we're, it's for the college kids and for the, the juniors, maybe junior seniors in high school that want something that's a little bit more end loaded. But it's a power bat. It's a bat built for power hitters.
Do you guys work in the college space, like NIL, anything?
We have a lot of guys that swing our bats. It just depends upon the different schools with the bat, the bat deals that they've got.
Okay.
And this year especially, we've had so many reach out. We have one amazing blue blood school that we're really close to inking a deal with, which would, just give so much credit to us. I cannot say it right now, but
no hints, no past alumni.
Yeah, I don't want to lose it. It's not done yet.
Okay, fair. Do you think that might be done by next spring?
I think it'd be done by Halloween.
So we could see a team swinging this bat.
Yeah, in fall ball
in Omaha, in your own backyard.
No, well, during the College World Series, absolutely.
Yeah,
like they're really, really good.
Look at that! How fun is that?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's my dad was a college baseball coach. I grew up around the game, right? It's all we talked about at dinner is baseball. And now getting to have a job that we're talking about baseball bats is pretty awesome.
I've got that job too.
Yeah.
This is what I do for a living. I talk baseball bats.
It's pretty awesome. We're lucky, aren't we?
Okay. So absolutely lucky, incredibly lucky. The flared knob.
Yeah.
This is comfortable. This is nice. This is kind of all the rage right now.
Yeah, the feedback that we got from the one piece BBCOR was one of the things that kids were really excited about.
Yeah. So to go from one piece to two piece, what went into the connection? What went into creating
We
this.
spent a ton of time on the barrel construction, trying to make it as long as we possibly could.
That's hard with an
And
alloy bat.
it sure is. It sure is. And as long as we could, the weighting of it, the wall thickness, and then the alloy. It was quite a process, but we're super pumped.
Is it the same alloy used to make tanks?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a blend in there.
Okay.
But we have some really awesome engineers
Yeah.
who are way smarter than I am.
Yeah.
That I just say, this is what I want. I'd like for you to modify, and they turn a new sample to us, and we go out and hit it, and have a bunch of kids go out and hit it.
This is so cool. This is the first time I've seen this bat. I love it. I love the look of it.
Thank you.
I think it's I think obviously I'm excited to hit it. But we should probably announce that it's only going to be available at Just Bats for like a whole month.
Yeah, I think
there's an exclusive launch.
Yeah, I think you guys took all the inventory.
Yeah, so the week of October 7th, this bat will be available at Just Bats. Fingers crossed, everything goes well.
Yeah,
it's going to be available at Just Bats for about a month, and then it'll be everywhere else in November. But we're super stoked to have this exclusive to us.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, you guys are an awesome partner for us, and I remember walking in here to try to show you guys a bat a year ago, a brand new bat, and that you invited us in, and you spent the time with us, and it was a really big deal.
Well, here we are. Look at us now.
And look at us now.
Paul Rudd says, "Who would have thought?" Okay, so gotta ask, your end cap.
Yeah,
there was issues with the end cap.
Yeah.
Will Taylor of the Bat Bros kind of put that out for the world to see? The end cap had some problems.
Yeah.
Are we going to see the same here?
Well, no. And so with that, it was great. Like we got in this for the right reasons, right? To build as close as you can to a perfect bat. I got into this. I worked with my son for 3 years to build a bat for him, right? He was a smaller kid, needed a light swing weight, but a bat that's got some juice, right? And we did that. And having it be exposed to there being, sometimes an issue with the end cap was something that we took super seriously, and to try to figure out what happened and why. And so, I mean, I guess I could talk about it, but what we found was it was during the assembly line process, they were just putting the end cap on, and it was overlapping a little bit on one side, and so there was a little bit of a gap, and also they were just putting in an amount of glue, that they thought was an adequate amount of glue, and so it was overlapping on the, I guess I got one right here, on the tank side.
Yep.
And then it would just go hit. The gap would get bigger. Well, they started doing each one of these manually, one person handling it all, and so they would put glue on the inner half of the barrel wall, and then also on the end cap. So they would double glue it, and then there's an actually big machine that inserts every single one of these, and they're checked by hand, and then they check all the way around to make sure that they're sealed perfectly. So that exact process is being done on the 2-piece, and also they're done on the 1-piece now.
Yeah, so it's done. The end cap is fixed.
Yeah, the end cap's fixed.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Like I was saying before, you can work so hard to make the right barrel, get the thickness just right, to get it to hit just right, to have it perform across the entire thing. And then just a small process on the end cap can go astray.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're in hot water. And
well, yeah. Man, it was like, I mean, I remember watching that video, and I was watching the video while I was coaching, during warm-ups of coaching my 4th grade daughter's basketball team. And I'm watching this video doing, like, actually fist pumping down underneath the rim, right? And seeing all these awesome things happen, and talk about how great the bat is, and then seeing that there was a problem, that the end cap came off. And that was, it was super like, I don't know what the right word is. Like,
was it a gut punch?
It was, yeah, for sure. We were like, I mean, I would literally put everything that I have into this,
of course.
Right? And my son, like, it's a labor of love that you do with your child. And like, so if you do, we're like, okay, well, there was a problem. We need to make sure that there's no longer a problem, because I mean, in trying to build something and knowing that, look, if you do this for your son, that other dads are going to feel the same. Like, I want that for mine too.
Yeah.
And so I know that these bats are out there and I want to make sure that they're perfect. Like really, it's like my own like stamp or whatever. It was a gut punch is a really good thing to call it. But I think we are in a different spot now, and the end cap is fixed, and these are super exciting. And now the the one pieces as well.
I also imagine that the parents of your daughter's teammates were like, wow, Jeff is an intense coach.
That guy's crazy.
He is living and dying. He was fist pumping. Now he's got his head in his hands. Gosh, he is ready for this 4th grade basketball
Oh my
game.
goodness. Yeah, because I mean, I really was. I was celebrating like, gosh, they just made a layup.
Yeah.
and then it was right before that game started was when the end cap came off. So I had to turn the video off and watch it after the game. We did get the dub though.
Yeah, that's big
for the 4th graders.
You were riding an adrenaline high.
Yeah.
Backdoor cuts and everything on him. This is like you said, this is exciting. I do want to touch on another bat that we have here that is actually for a completely different audience than high school boys. This is the Fastpitch bat.
Yeah.
Soldiers never had a Fastpitch bat.
We haven't.
Look at that. I'm going to show it off for the world to see here. What did you tell me about the design?
So we wanted to keep the same like colors, the same drip, all of that, but we wanted to make sure that it wasn't something that we did like went to go like shrink it and pink it for girls, right?
Yep.
We wanted the hard and the tough bat because that thing's got a lot of juice.
Nice. Can I take the plastic off?
Sure.
Oh, look at this. This is cool. One thing I do want to note on this, the flared handle for a Fastpitch bat, that's a very uncommon thing.
Yeah.
And it feels good.
Thank you.
It feels really good. I know I'm not necessarily your demographic there, but like, man, it feels good, and I think it's going to hit good. And
the boys loved it. And then, and just showing all the, the different girls that have hit that bat, and we get a ton of feedback from all the, from softball players.
Yeah.
That was, initially when they pick it up, I was like, gosh, this is great. And it absolutely feels different. And the feel, right? And the feel creates the leverage. And they feel better with it, that they're able to get just a little bit more leverage on it.
Also, like, hitting is so confidence based. If you have a bat that just like looks sick when you walk in the box, or like, you see everybody goes in the box, they stand there. And you stand there and you look at a bat and you like, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I have a daughter she's only 3, but I imagine she'll play some softball.
I need to get her a tank.
I think we can make that work.
Yeah.
I know a place where you can buy them.
Yeah.
I got a pretty good inside source.
Let's do this.
This is cool though. Okay. So, what's the process like for a Fastpitch bat? You obviously made the baseball bats for your son. This Fastpitch bat.
Well, I have 3 daughters.
Yeah. So were they part of the process
for
too?
sure. And I mean, we get tons of feedback, and they're a little bit more honest with me too.
Oh yeah.
like my
daughters
wife.
are very honest. They will shoot from the hip. So what have they said about it, or like what? Yeah.
So we're hitting this against the other known best bats in the world, right? And so we're going for exit velocity, and we're going for the feel, and we're testing it right against those, and we're exceeding expectations.
That's phenomenal. It's got to be very exciting for the whole family.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like, and we bought just about every bat and every size of the leading softball bats, and
I'll say with Fastpitch, it's a harder club to join. Baseball is a little bit more open-minded to smaller brands coming in. Fastpitch, you have your Mount Rushmore, and they sit there.
Yeah, deservingly so. Those companies have been amazing.
They've been amazing.
Yeah,
they've kind of mastered it. It's a hard group to crack.
Yeah.
But I think if you make a good bat and it looks good,
that's been the thing, right? So when we've walked into different tournaments with those bats, you should see the attention that they get, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's different. It's not the same 3 bats.
No. And they're like, what is that? And I mean, we get, just a little bit into it, and we get mobbed, and they want to swing it. They want to feel it. What is that? Right. And then a lot of them, it's, they have brothers or their dads know, right, about the baseball, about the tank and the U-trip bat and all that. And so that has been, if we would have just probably launched that without doing the baseball side, probably wouldn't have gotten as much attention.
Yeah.
But now we've built a little bit of cred.
Yeah. That's awesome. So the 2025 Soldier Tank Fastpitch bat is coming
beginning of 2025.
beginning of 2025. You'll be able to order it from Just Bats?
You sure will.
All right. Cool. So check that out. What sizes are you going to guys have? What are you going to have? You're gonna have
We'll have 9s. We'll have 9s, 10s, 11s, and 12s.
9s, 10s, 11s, and 12s. Is it composite?
Yes.
Fully composite?
Yes.
I mean, that's Fastpitch.
Yep.
It's hard to make an alloy bat in
It is
Fastpitch.
hard.
They dent so fast.
Right.
Okay. So light swinging, super cool, super hot. Break in?
I mean, just like with most composites, right? I mean, you want to
50 to 100.
Yeah.
Rotate the barrel. Okay.
All that.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. We're super excited. Yeah. It's a very, very light swing weight. And you'll notice some really good trampoline.
Nice. This is gonna be an exciting one for us. Like I said, Fastpitch, we don't get too many new options. It's a hard industry, but I mean, if that thing hits, I mean, that's kind of what we noticed. If your bat hits,
yeah,
and it holds up, you're fine.
Yeah, you'll see some videos that we're doing with those and with different players and exit velos versus other ones, and so it's pretty easily demonstratable. We've got a really great media team and social media team.
Yeah,
and they're putting some stuff together.
I also think like the Fastpitch game itself needs more representation in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, there's a ton of it out there, but Fastpitch feels, especially like influencer wise, Will has obviously created this niche community of bat reviews, and we get countless messages that are, hey, can I get a bat to launch my YouTube channel? I think like Fastpitch needs to be seen in the same space. And, with that comes competition. With that creates better bats. I mean, competition feeds everything. So I love the idea of, get bats in girls' hands and have them swing it and then have them be honest.
Yeah.
Don't just tell me you liked it.
Right.
Tell me why you didn't like it.
Right. And we're getting a lot of good messages from girls that, that are getting into it and they want to be bat reviewers. Right.
I was going to say that is low hanging fruit right now.
Right.
Somebody out there is going to blow up in Fastpitch softball from reviewing bats. It's going to happen. Who it is, I don't know. Obviously, like it's got to be the right personality, the right type of person, someone that loves it, but it's out there. And So
and we're actually looking to identify which influencer that we use too. So if you're softball influencer, hit us up right now. We're gonna make that decision hopefully before Halloween.
You're gonna announce an unveiling?
Yeah. We've got some really good names. We've had some good conversations. And if there's other ones that you want to participate, let us know.
Okay.
DM us.
Where?
soldiersports.us on Instagram.
Look at that. It's like we like practice that. We didn't practice.
We've been doing it all, Just kidding.
Okay. Another bat I do want to touch on. It's also in the same tank lineup here, but the USSSA tank.
Yeah.
I've got you here in person. I feel more comfortable doing this here in person than like over a video screen, but I want to address the fact that Soldier Tank partnered with Perfect Game. That became very well known. And Soldier Sports, sorry. And the Soldier Tank came out, multi-piece composite bat, super hot, beloved by all if you swung it.
Yeah.
And then the Hype Fire got in hot water with Perfect Game. Did you have any part or any say in that?
Oh, no. I mean, I have no idea about any of that, but we got in this, I think most people know that this is a family business.
Yeah.
And Tanner, my son and I, we designed these bats and we work, literally every single night to try to improve them, to make them better. Than we get on the phone and call our engineers and say, this needs to be a little bit different. But before anybody knew about that, we were working on this bat for 2.5 years. And I would call like Perfect Game and I would try to get a meeting. I would drive to, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and just be like, hey, can you guys meet me for coffee or lunch or a beer or whatever? And a lot of the times it was like, oh, well, why would we want to go meet with this guy? But the guys were such really good dudes that they would sit down and have, okay, well, what do you want to do? And so I went and tried to get this relationship for 2.5 years. And finally we had these bats and they swung them and they're like, okay, well, the one piece BBCOR, like, okay, well, this is really good. So yeah, we'd like to work with you. And it was just, it was literally me working to try to hit these guys up to try to get a deal. We had nothing to do. Like, I understand maybe why people would say that, but
yeah, I could see how the bridge was
I
made.
mean, it's not even close to real.
Yeah.
Like, not even close to real. Like, it's such an honor for Soldier Sports, for myself, to get to work with BG,
Mhm.
right? And it was a long, long process to get to do that. And yeah, no, there's just no merit to there was anything that was wrong dealings or anything with I don't know what happened with the Hype Fire, and it's a
Yeah.
great bat. They're a great company,
Yeah.
but nothing to do with Soldier Sports.
Perfect. It's a great response there. I think the internet does a lot of good things, but I also think the internet kind of curtails our curiosity in our brains, and we see one thing and we see another thing, and then we want to draw the connection like there is something.
Yeah.
But
they're like going into a little bit further, like since we are small and we are a family business, like I read all the comments, right? And
Yeah.
it's like, and I take them to heart. It's like, those are, I'll be on there and I'll scroll through them and be like, man, how could, why would they think that? Why would they say that? Like, no, we really we stay up until 12 midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning and talk to our guys. Like, we just want to make these things better.
Yeah.
And then no, there's no nothing negative going on with any relationships.
Cool. So, okay. How has the Tank USSSA bat gone over for you guys?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
The kids love it. And I mean, it's just all the comments that we get and all the people that they'll just call and email and just literally thank us for this bat. And then then you see videos. I was watching a video the other day. This was yesterday. This kid hits this home run. He said he got it on Friday. The DM we got, got it on Friday. Hits 3 home runs. So it's this little kid. I have to show it to you. It's this little kid hits a home run, and the bat, he kind of tosses the bat. He's run. You see the video of him running down first. 2 coaches walk up and they grab the bat. And they're like, "What is this thing?" It was and so they were looking at it, kind of examining it.
That sounds like a scripted commercial.
It does look like a scripted commercial.
Yeah.
And then they put this out on Instagram, and then we DM'd them can you send us this video? Because we want to do a real video of it.
Yeah.
So it's been awesome. It's been, so cool to see something that you create that, that a little guy loves, all throughout the United States.
Yeah. That's seeing the Tank and seeing the way that it burst onto the scene. I think some of that created waves as well. Obviously you came in to create waves. You don't come into this industry it's a century old. I mean, there are companies that are from the 1800s that have been in this without disrupting in some way, without causing waves. So to create a bat like the Tank that is, according to Will of the Bat Bros, just maybe right on the same tier, if not a smidge below the Hype Fire, which is Easton, big brands. Obviously, we love Easton. You guys are going to cause disruption in the industry that is notable, palpable. People are going to go, what is that? They must be doing something different.
Just gave me
cheating.
You gave me goosebumps with that, right? I mean, because I grew up swinging the Easton, right? I grew up a fan of that brand, of using that brand. And yes, we created that. And yes, it's getting mentioned in the same breath of the Hype, right? What people everywhere considered the very best in the world, right?
Yeah.
So that makes me really happy. And it's in knowing that Soldier Sports, the Soldier Tank is up there, and we're not going to stop there. We want to be number one in every single bat category.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and we think we're going to get there.
I mean, why? I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be number one.
Yeah, they do.
They're your competitors. This is how you get to this point. So what's the goal for Soldier in the next 5 years?
That we're mentioned as one of the best baseball brands in the world, that we make the best bats. That's the goal. And the internal goal is by the end of 2026 that we get there.
End of 2026.
It's not too far.
2 years.
Yeah. But it's there's not that many different bat categories. And we're working really hard on those. We have a number of different ones in the works, new technology. And
Slow pitch?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
It's a thought though?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
We have a couple of versions of slow pitch, but just we're gonna stay in the in the fast pitch and in the baseball right now.
Okay.
And drill down as far as we can with those.
Nice. Okay, so you'll have your one piece and you'll have your two piece.
Yes.
At the BBCOR level.
Correct.
You'll have your fully composite at U-Trip.
Mm-hmm.
USA?
Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just, like I said, we're just going to keep drilling down with a little bit, just making things a little tiny bit better.
Yeah.
All the time.
Because if you stretch too thin, you can lose sight of what's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, and then fast pitch. So you're going to have in 2025, kind of setting the landscape, you'll have 4 different bats available.
Right. The BBCOR 1-piece, BBCOR 2-piece, U-Trip bat, and then the softball. Nice. And -9, -10, -11, and -12.
That's awesome. This is cool. This is exciting.
Thank you.
And when did the 1-piece tank come out? The first one?
So the first, about a year ago.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was maybe a year and 1 month ago. And it's been a whirlwind for us the last 12, 13 months.
So do you dream of bats? Is that when you fall asleep? Like, you do something for
well,
like a whole day and it's just like, ah.
Well, I think so, because a lot of times, like, my wife will be like, I'll fall asleep on the couch sitting up because we're talking to our manufacturers and engineers. And so the answer would probably be yes.
Okay.
And talking about them in my sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, tell me about her. Tell me, like, is she fully on board? Yeah, is she a Diamond Sports fan?
She loves it. She works in the business. She's there every day. And
what does she do?
She shares the same dream. Just anything that Soldier needs.
Oh, right? So she does it all.
Jack of all trades, right?
You do the fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, she tries to say she's the boss at work too, but she runs the house as well.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a family-run business, then she is the boss.
Yeah, boss Molly.
Yeah. My wife her parents started a company and her dad grew it up, but her mom handles it all.
Yeah.
She does all the stuff of importance,
yes,
as they say. So that's tremendous. I love to hear the family aspect. You guys are in Omaha?
We are, yeah.
Okay. And maybe College World Series, if we can get that team. Are you working with any individuals in college?
We are working with a number of guys.
Okay.
That, a lot of it is just based with the relationship with PG.
Okay.
Right? And so all these guys that continue, some of them going off to college.
Yeah.
Some of them some of these, some of the different videos of guys swinging the bat that have gotten drafted now and that are some of the best baseball players in the world. But we did a lot with the PG Select Fest, and they have 11, 12, 13, and 14. So we're really drilling down with the 11-year-olds right now, the 12-year-olds right now. And so it won't be too long, right?
It's an investment. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have people that that's all they do. That's their sole job, is to create relationships with those people and their families, and that, get and gather content about them talking about the tank.
So with your partnership with PG, how do you what comes of that? Are you seeding bats to players? Are you just having access to them? What are you guys gaining from that partnership?
So we go to all of the events, not all the events, but a lot of the events and the tournaments, and we go have the kids hit the bats, right, and get their feedback. And most of the time it's like, yeah, I love this.
So you're boots on the ground.
Yeah, for sure.
We're
traveling. Every single weekend we're somewhere. Right?
So which hotel are you staying at? Like, where are you getting points?
Oh, Hilton.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. We surpassed quite a milestone with all that.
Nice. Okay. What is your go-to fast food place? You need a bite. You need something to get on the road. Subway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, Subway's not bad, but I probably end up at McDonald's.
Okay.
I think McDonald's is probably where most.
Do you go Big Mac or do you go
a McChicken or a hamburger?
Okay.
I've never had a Big Mac in my life.
No, I haven't either. Let's go get one. Next, I'll bring them in next time we do this.
We'll just do Big Macs.
Yeah, but when I go, speaking of McDonald's, and fast food and all that, so when I go have a successful meeting with like Dick's or a big box store like that, right?
Yeah.
I'll go and get a 20-piece chicken nugget, large fries, Coke, and barbecue sauce. And so that is my go-to.
That's like a little kid in you saying we just want.
Yeah, right. When I came in here last year, right?
Yeah.
Same thing.
On your way back up to Omaha?
Back to Omaha.
Okay, so McDonald's has a sweet spot in your heart.
It's got to be a
Subway's like the making a healthier decision.
Yeah, I think average trip.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
So maybe I'll celebrate afterwards on the way back.
Yeah. Hilton
with some
with a 20 piece.
With a 20 piece.
No, I think next time you're here, we won't have a Big Mac. We'll just have a 20 piece right there.
I'll bring it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's I got nothing to follow up with that. That's so good. I like that. I do like that you're in Subway colors here.
Yeah. Right.
So are you guys still working? I know you're doing mouth guards.
Mhm.
You did other things with Soldier. It sounds like you at least are very well focused on the bats, right?
Yeah,
now.
and we have the mouth guards and lip protectors, back plates, visors, all that kind of stuff, and that's good. It's but I'd much rather talk about baseball.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's just kind of in.
Now, since you
in my
guys are
blood.
used to like that equipment side of things, would you ever get into like, like batting gloves, elbow protectors?
Yeah.
like
So
that
we
kind of
have.
stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing it up. So we have batting gloves on the way.
Okay.
We have helmets. We have high-end baseball bags that are coming. That are in the colors of the tank. So those are really exciting for us. And then there was one. What's the other one? Oh, apparel, shorts.
Okay.
And we have the drip shorts, the multicolored drip shorts, and the pink and blue
That
drip
are like
shorts.
kind of like this stuff.
Yeah, and those have been hard to keep in stock. I think we
Yeah.
might have some on our website right now. Do you guys do apparel?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'll wear apparel.
Yeah, we'll get some.
I'll
What
take
size?
anything that's free. I can fit into any size also.
Okay.
That may not work too well.
No, we'll take you up on that. We'll send them down the super short shorts.
All right, I will try. Jeff, do you have anything else you want to add today? Anything else you want to touch on?
I just appreciate your guys' partnership.
This is awesome. Like we said, here, I'm going to get that bat out again real quick. This bat, would you call it slightly unloaded?
It is more unloaded than the one piece.
Okay.
Because the one piece is just a super light swinging bat.
Okay. So more unloaded, hybrid.
Yeah.
Alloy, composite, flared.
Yes.
Just want to do a quick overview.
And
the end cap works. It stays on.
The end cap works.
Does it twist off? Okay, I think we're good.
Get that sucker.
It's smooth. It looks like the process is working there.
And the thing about that is that's got a really, really big sweet spot. Really big barrel.
Yeah, the sweet spots on alloy barrels lately have become so much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell with this thing. Yeah, I mean, if you would have shown this bat off, I'd say 5 years ago, I think people from the outside would have seen this and thought composite.
Yeah. Well, in that, look, the goods, they've set the standard, right? Yeah. The goods is the standard for the two-piece BBCOR, right? Yeah. And what we want is we want to set the standard, right? And I mean, they've done that. They've deserved that. They deserve that notoriety. So, but that one's coming. All right.
It's coming to Just Bats.
It's coming to Just Bats.
Early October. Keep your eyes out. We're going to have it for a month. If you want it early, you got to go to Just Bats to get it. Jeff, this has been so much fun.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hopefully this was McDonald's worthy in terms of driving down.
You know I'm getting those chicken nuggets.
A 20-piece on the way to go. And we'll do this again soon. We'll maybe try and find a time to do that and really love on this after it gets out in the market.
That'd
the Fastpitch bat.
Yeah, Yeah, we'd love to come down and chat.
Is U-Trip going to have a new bat for next spring, or is it's going to stay the tank?
We have some fun things to be announced for 2026.
Look at that.
Really fun things.
You just tease it up. Great for our audience to hear. They got fun things coming. Anything else?
I don't think so.
This has been fun.
Thanks.
Appreciate you driving down.
Of course.
Again, I'm excited for this launch. This bat's sick. Hopefully get it into Will's hands. Get the Bat Bros to test it, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
I think they're going to like it, though, based on everything you've told me here and some of the numbers I've seen on it. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Batter Up podcast. It was a lot of fun to have Jeff come in to the podcast studio, and we could talk all things about the Soldier Tank and the upcoming Soldier Tank release. If you're interested in any Soldier bats, be sure to swing by Just Bats, where we've got all of your bat needs with free shipping on every purchase. If you're listening to this on podcast, be sure to subscribe for upcoming podcast releases. And if you're watching on YouTube, we'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video. As always, I'm Tyler, and I'll see you on the next episode.